and welcome to day 8 of Taming the Chaos, our masterclass on trying to get a handle on our life and the things that are not going perfectly in it, and learning to find joy and peace and purpose to our pace. So Kelly Wotherspoon here, and I am excited about today's topic. One, because it was one of the biggest challenges in my journey, and two, because I have found so much peace not on the other side of it. I wouldn't say I'm anywhere near that, but I've definitely been able to find some good in making changes in this area. So today we are going to talk about our bodies and how they are a temple, how we can either use them as a way to idolize ourselves or not take care of ourselves, or we can use them as a way to as a vessel to worship Christ, which is an interesting and intriguing topic for me, and something that has been something I've often overlooked, but as I've dug deeper into it, it makes a ton of sense and it actually puts a lot in perspective. So we're going to talk about our energy account deposit, which is the boost that comes from Christ-focused upkeep, and our withdrawal, which is the drain that comes from trashing the place or idolizing its exterior. So I've actually fallen into both of the withdrawal categories. So I'm going to talk about my experience in each of those. The first one was idolizing my exterior. I went through a rough patch that I talk about in the book, and as a result, the stress just caused me to not be able to eat at all. And when that happened, I had lost a ton of weight in a short amount of time, and all of a sudden I was like, ooh, I'm looking good. It was not intentional. I wasn't trying to do it. The amount of stress I was under, it was bad. But I really started feeling this sense of confidence, and I had lost this weight in a very unhealthy way, and it just became an obsession to me. So instead of allowing food to have a healthy place in my life, I took on the opposite role, or food took on the opposite role, and I wasn't eating. I was exercising far more than what was healthy, and I was just really obsessed with my appearance, and it was bad. It was bad, and I'm thankful to God that I finally came out of that and was able to gain a healthier perspective for a while. But then I ended up going through my health journey, and then I had 2 back-to-back knee surgeries, and even before this, I started becoming the person that ate my emotions. And so I went from being this unhealthily thin person to I'd gained a ton of weight. Then I kind of lost it again. Then I yo-yoed back and forth. And so then I just gave up, and I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't exercise. I didn't take care of my body. And so I kind of trashed my physical being. And I was on the opposite end of that spectrum, and that too is really unhealthy. So my message to you today, guys, is we have to take a healthy perspective of our bodies and to better understand what our bodies, what purpose our bodies serve, and how we can use our bodies to serve God. So I want to talk about an interesting story that puts this in perspective. So our bodies are a temple for the Holy Spirit, right? And my brother, who he is in his early 30s, and he had some friends that were coming over, and he's a bachelor, right? Like he had this like spare bedroom that was kind of an office / storage space, but these friends were coming, and he loved these people, and he wanted to make sure that they had a cozy, comfortable place to stay. So what did he do? He cleaned his junk out, and he set up shop so that they could come and relax and enjoy the space that he provided for them. And I just think this is such a beautiful picture of what our bodies should be for the Holy Spirit, right? He indwells within us. And I feel like we just clutter ourselves with all this junk. And I'm not even talking about food necessarily, or but we just put the chaos in our lives, and we just start junking up the place, right? And we need to clear out our stuff, and we need to make room for the Holy Spirit to be able to indwell in us in a way that he's visible and present, and he can come out through us, and we can live these peaceful, purposeful lives for Christ. So with that, I'm going to end with our action here. We know we are fixer-uppers in progress, right? But just because we are under construction does not mean that we don't have purpose and that we can't continue to move forward and to not only clean up ourselves, but be a blessing to others in the process. So I want you guys to do two things. One, I want you to start by picking one healthy habit that you can implement this week. Something small. Again, these are baby steps, guys. We aren't going to make any massive changes, but let's let one small thing lead to the next small thing, which can lead to bigger changes down the road. So pick one thing, implement it this week. Then I want you to look for, pray for, be watchful for opportunities for that one small action to turn into a platform for you to tell your story behind why you changed it. And I want you to be brave, and I want you to tell your story, even if it's to one person, and even if it's just a very surface version of your story. I think you're going to find a peace in being able to vocalize your challenges and find that your transparency will cause other people to be transparent as well. So I hope today was helpful, guys. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye.